Hello, survivors of the nuclear apocalypse. Cadets of Atom, welcome back to Atom RPG and playing hardball. So, we have reached Krasnoznamenny. We agreed to help this fortune teller, but I guess we have to maybe check out the night or something when we can maybe get in there with the mummy. And in the meantime, we can actually explore the city a little bit. And we found this friendly librarian here who gave us this pile of books. So we can bait some weird raiders, the illiterate. So let's talk with people. An unshaven, balding man with matted hair and a curious gaze looks at us for a while before extending his hand in greeting, but instead of a hello, we hear him cry out, "Communism, Lenin, perestroika." The man shuts his eyes. His cheeks go red out of embarrassment. He coughs a few times and continues. How can I help you? Could you answer a couple of questions for me? Sure. After calmly answering our query, the man suddenly widens his eyes and screams hysterically, "Mao, Mao, Comrade Mao, North Korea." Tell me about yourself. I am Gordy Mityayev, a clerk of the Chamber of Commerce. I see. Another question maybe? I'm listening. Well, how's life in the city? Lenin vodka! Sorry for that outburst. Life in the city is okay-ish. I have a job, a roof over my head, and even a beloved wife who tolerates my terrible illness. It looks like you're a lucky man. Another question. I'm listening. Tell me about your job as a clerk. Dried fish, vodka, Pravda newspaper. Sorry. I hand copy documents that are not important enough for the copy machine in the Chamber of Commerce. That thing is rather old, so we only use it if we really, really have to. Okay, nice job. Well, now I'll ask something else. I'm listening. Know any good rumors? People's Militia, Proletariat, Red Army. I heard a story about an old castle in the mountain pass of Woos. They say a Mouse King, Squeaky the Third, runs that place. On the other hand, it's a widely known fact that the castle is actually run by outlaws and the Mouse Kingdom story was invented by a drug-abusing opium dealer, Stancevich. Wow, that sounds weird. Can I ask you something else? How about we barter a little bit? What do you have? Just 20 rubles in your pockets? That's not so good. I think then there's nothing I could sell you that I want to sell at this point. For 20, no, there's nothing. Nothing that we would part with. Oh, well, maybe the broken bottle, huh? Then it's off our hands. And yeah, we are not the kind of people who just give away the money, you know? Who throw away anything valuable that we can use, because this is the post-apocalypse. So then, how about we change the topic? For God's sake, ask anything you wish. There's no God, atheism, science, reason, vodka. Oof, sorry for the outburst. Well, what the hell was that outburst anyway? Seems like you noticed my nervous tics. Perestroika, Gula, KGB. Some time ago I was harassed by a bunch of Leninists. They scared me so much. Now every time I speak I uncontrollably yell out words and phrases connected to the Soviet Union. Proletariat, Lenin, Stalin. A capitalist would see this as a simple case of Tourette's, but a true patriot knows that this is a blessing in disguise. Lenin, Red Army, crippling toilet paper shortage. Why do you mock me so? Who were the men that attacked you? The first aid. If only we could help him. Why were the men that attacked you? Who were the men that attacked you? Mere Sputnik expropriation. Blini. See, the Chamber of Commerce once sent me to have a chat with some mutants that agreed to sell us a large portion of scrap metal. But as we drove to their camp, we were accosted by crazy people. They started screaming that we were about to negotiate with degenerates. Said we ought to be shot as traitors of the human race and so on. And as they screamed and threatened, they used so many of those damn Sovietisms. Babushka, Kremlin! I would lie if I told you it didn't affect me mentally. So when they finally agreed to let us go, I started spouting some of the words they used. It's been like that ever since. Marxist doctrine! Yeah, hey, maybe you got the Krasnov syndrome? There's no such thing. Red Army! There's no such thing as Krasnov syndrome. Oh, okay. Well, I'll hope you get better soon. Time for me to go, but I think we'll be back once we've increased our abilities. Maybe we can have a look at your neurological situation, right? And maybe actually how are we doing? Oh, we are just missing 4 points. Oh, by the way, we are hungry. Okay. Let me check. Do we actually... Did we have anything that is increasing our abilities? I don't think so, right? Like... No, I don't recall, right? There's nothing here. Sorry guys, I didn't play in quite a while because I had played this game so much, because I like it so much, but then of course I needed to upload, and yeah, you can imagine the rest. So, Savage Shield. Oh, by the way, why is Hexogen needs the shield, right? Yeah, that's the thing. So, because Hexogen has this here. No, sorry. That's Hexogen. Hexogen. Ah, no, he's not the shield bearer yet. Ah, well. Okay, well. Anyway. So he can actually carry the duffel bag. But he can keep the shield. He's got the Savage Shield, so that's fine. Yeah, but we don't have anything on us. Not that I remember anything that is actually increasing our abilities in terms of medical treatments, right? No, we don't. That's a bit sad. Yeah. And I think we need to get out of the city for a moment. Because I guess there's no campfire here. So we can actually... No, there's nothing. So we can do something against our hunger. No, we don't have anything, right? No. Nope, nope, nope. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Ah, that's the Tattered Journal. That's the thing that we found. Oh yeah, well, oh my god. Yeah, this is what we have to read. Let's read this thing later on. He's here. Oh no, I think we already read it, right? Ah no, that's the thing in the cave. We found this mysterious cave. That is the thing. So... Ah yeah, okay. Let's read it at a later time. But this is a thing. I already know that. That situation. So it's like just a person. He finds shelter in the cave, and then he probably develops some psychological problems, or maybe there is something that is actually haunting him. And this sort of phantom or something is getting closer and closer, and the guy is of course getting more paranoid. And as we can see here, don't be scared of the sky, don't worry, don't run from me, and so on and so on. So he's starting to degenerate. And he's going nuts, and in the end he's here. Maybe there is some form of entity, who knows what's going on in the Wastelands. Yeah, we need to get out of here. We need to find... There's no campfire here anyway, right? Oh, but there's actually a water pump. Let's go here. So we can go to the water pump. But I think we had looked around like... Oh, let's have a look at the treasure chest first, not that we pass it, just like this. Anything in there for us? Oh yes, there is. Oxygen. Can carry that. Oh, now that is something nice. You also take that. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, but and here the water. So we need to drink something. Let's do that. It's a water pump. You can wash yourself and drink some water right from the sink, but you need to hold some container if you want to take some water with you. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, the toxins. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So, do we need to fill up something maybe? We have 2 bottles with water. Moonshine. The empty bottles. Let's fill up a little bit. Good. Like with 3. Hunting rifle there. Good, and now we need to find a campfire, but I think there is none here, right? Oh, there's another trash bin. Yeah, there's no place for us to cook food, to cook our meat, which is kind of sad. Like there's no public. Oh, tire, okay. And clean water. Now we need to get out of the city, unfortunately, I think. Yeah, and inside the city there's surely none. Oh, we see some Soviet graffiti. If someone is able to translate this, I think the community would be very thankful. I certainly would. Like the same as with this one here. KP3. Nistoji or something. It's been so long ago. Oh, and there are more trash bins there. Okay, no, but we don't have any... We don't have anything to cook, so we need to get out of the city. Oh, and we do have bad weather here. We should have camped outside of the city for a moment before coming in. But we know, of course, that we are a hungry person, right? So there we go. Camp. Just here. Oh, that's actually rather idyllic here. That's nice. Oh, beautiful. Blue butterflies. Yeah. Okay, so let's check this out. Let's roast some meat, cook it. Very nice. Very, very filling, right? So, however, oh no, it's fine. So, now there's no more hunger. That's good. Oh, we can just walk into the water, okay? And then we go back into the city. Getting back. Quick saving. And by the way, yeah, and we noticed there is someone here, right? One of the guys we helped. Major Pronin is sitting in front of us. He seems preoccupied with other thoughts as he is studying the strategian's map and tapping out a catchy tune on the surface of the table. Having noticed us, he nods. Hello there, son. Wait a sec. We are working on something with the strategian. I think it's a strategist, right? Okay, do your thing. But the good thing is, so this team is assembling. So this guy is here, while the other one is at the tavern in the other little town. Right? Is there a lady here? Quick saving. Talking with the lady. A plump, fair-headed woman in her 40s scrutinizes us for a while before finally greeting us with a friendly smile. Hello. I can see by your face you're dying to chat, so do I. Ever since my dear hubby got his nervous tick, he's no good company. Keeps shouting out utter nonsense. Oh, would you look at me? I'm already unburdening my soul. We should have introduced ourselves first. Well, good idea. I'll ask you a couple of questions, okay? No problem. Who are you? What's your name? What do you do? My name is Gerta. My father gave it to me. He's a Slovak and my mom is from Siberia, but this isn't that exciting. As to what I do, nothing interesting. Mostly bustle between home and the market, that's my itinerary. I see. Can I ask you something else? Speak. How do you earn your living in the city? I provide everything necessary for my husband to earn money for the two of us. See? Never underestimate the role of a housewife. Even the best of men will work to a third of his potential if he doesn't get a shoulder to cry on and a bowl of hot soup at home. I see, that is indeed true, Gerta. Can I ask another question? What can you recommend to visit in the city? Oh, there's so much interesting here, it's hard to single something out. Lotteries, gambling houses, shops, taverns. We even have a real power plant. The air buzzes around it. And also, there's a young man involved in the bottle business not far from here. Sounds cool. I'll see as much as I can. Now I have some other questions. I'm all ears. What rumors have you heard lately? A girl passed through the city with a backpack full of wooden hands and legs. My husband asked what that's all about, and she replied, "What if I have my hand chopped off in a fight? This way I can attach a wooden one and continue fighting." I thought of telling her that's not how it works, but, well, what's the point? Well, indeed, what else is there to say to a girl like this, huh? Another question. Do you trade anything? No? Yeah, well, you don't have anything. Maybe we should have given you the broken bottle, huh? For just 6 rubles? No, there's nothing that we want to give away for that. Oh, well, we do have another broken bottle, so there you go, right? It's always helpful to defend yourself. And by the way, how much is the sheath? Do we have a sheath? No, we don't. No, we don't. Yeah, and the normal knife is beyond what she can do. But yeah, it's good. A lady should have a broken bottle, right? So, well, let's better change the subject. Speaking of your husband, how is he doing? I don't know what to say. Once, while he was on a business trip, a red guard gang surrounded him. They started egging him on to murder filthy mutants or something along these lines. He'd always been anxious, so scared he got a nervous tick and now shouts out Soviet slogans all the time. Who would have thought it was even possible, huh? Well, where can I find your husband usually? He's nearby walking across the city. Okay. Well, we saw him before. Yeah, sorry. I'm a bit radiated here. So, I'll go. See you later sometime maybe. Bye-bye. Okay, so... Yeah. The radiation. But it's like... I think we shouldn't really waste anything, right? But maybe we should actually drink something to reduce it to at least like a level where it's not yellow anymore. Like the serious level, right? Yeah. So I guess we should maybe drink a vodka. Pre-war vodka. Yeah, let's do it. Although it's like the intellect. For 30 minutes. Yeah, no, we are not doing it right now. Let's see. We'll survive for a while longer, and then before we do something that takes longer, we could do it. So this gentleman, quick saving. This young man notices us from afar and energetically waves until we come closer. When we do, he claps us on the shoulder and says in a confident voice, "Ah, hello to my future business partner. Now, shall we talk strategy?" Whoa. The man slaps himself on the forehead and chuckles heartily. "Right, yes, naturally this would go more smoothly if you first heard my proposal. Let's start with an introduction. My name is Oleg, but my friends simply call me Oleg. Currently, I'm the sole entrepreneur in the bottle business. Awesome stuff, right?" Well, not really awesome, isn't it? What's the bottle business? It's easy. For example, say you have a bottle in your possession. How would you make use of it? I could fill it up with water. Yeah, or what I call using it like it was meant to be used. But the bottle is a wondrous object with a whole variety of uses, right? The mere existence of this artifact boggles the mind. So why not try and make some good money with it? Well, how can I make money with the bottle other than selling it to someone? That's only skimming the surface of possibility, my friend. Yes, a bottle will always find a customer willing to pay. But the real businessman knows selling stuff isn't how one actually makes money. The bottle needs to work for you, understand? Not by going out to build a road or frame a house, but metaphorically. The work the bottle must do is to inspire the actions of those who have bottles. You see? The bottles want to move, to take action. They don't want to stay in one place. You should not collect bottles if you're not planning to multiply them or use them for a greater purpose. Here's what I'm saying. You have this space-age multi-tool, the bottle. It asks you to use it, to make some money with it. If you combine all the uses there are for any given bottle, you will see a value of 10,000 rubles in total, and that's just a ballpark figure. The bottle might make you millions. Let's move on. Bottles are great and all, but this is just nonsense. Hold up, don't go. I know it's a lot of information to take in at once, but believe me, one day it just might save your life. Listen, this young man is onto something. Bottles! Yes. Why didn't I think of this before? You see, that old fella is tired of being poor. He doesn't want to be poor anymore. So... maybe I should sell you some of my bottles. I do have a few. A fine bargain indeed, but unlike you, I'm not an investor. My job is making my clients rich. Listen, quit letting your money line your filthy pockets. You need to invest, and bottles are the best kind of investment. In your opinion, what is the price of a dream? I personally think dreams have no price. This is why I'm willing to give you a 1000% discount on your purchase. Only 100 rubles for this bottle, you become an investor. No, my friend, not a buyer, a true investor. Many people in the Wastes still hide their money in a stash somewhere, but will saving like that make anyone rich? No. Careful investments will. I am saying this without a shred of doubt. Hold up. I can simply go find some free bottles on any old junk pile. Technically, yes. Practically speaking, nearly impossible. This way of working will never, I repeat, never bring you any money at all. You can hold onto your 100 measly rubles now, but remember, it's a tiny price to pay for financial freedom. Yeah, that's very funny. But we are not giving him 100 rubles for a bottle. So this guy is just a scammer, obviously. Yeah, let's talk some other time, okay? Although we are probably never going to get barter at 175, but it could be fun. Let's talk some other time, okay? I gotta go. We are not giving you 100 rubles for a bottle. So I guess this is some fun about the end of the Soviet Union and when the economic system collapsed and people who had lived in socialism all their life or their lives, you know, didn't have the slightest idea of how an economic system actually works, because they were always provided with stuff, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there were a lot of scammers there, like in the 90s. I'm sure of it, with stories like this. Yeah. Who's this guy? Oh, he's got a well-kempt beard. A strong and toned man mumbles under his breath as he pours some white powder from a tiny paper bag out onto the ground. Right then he sees that we've caught him in the act, whatever that act may be. Hey, city militia, you need anything? What are you pouring out there, comrade militiaman? The militiaman slaps himself in the face. Damn, quite the eye you got. You're going to blab to everyone now, right? We are just nodding. They'd piece the story together sooner or later anyway. The polished gleam of my naked head guarantees it. A few days ago an old witch slipped into town somehow and started peddling relics. So I grabbed her by the collar and threw her out. She was silent the whole way, right until I ejected her from the gates when she whispered one word. Balding. Since then I've been waking up every morning to a hair-covered pillow. I'm going bald faster than a sick dog. I bought some holy salt from the local gypsy, but it didn't work, so I threw it away. The old woman's curse was strong indeed. But it's okay. At this point I've accepted my inevitably baldness. Oh, don't worry, mi carnal. All the ladies know a bald head is the sign of a macho man. I'm not saying you're wrong, brother, but I grew to like my hair, so to speak. Well, can't say that we envy you. Another question. Go on. Why so nervous, trooper? Did something bad happen? How could I not be nervous? If I catch a thief, he's likely to cut me up. If I chase a trespassing old crone away from our citizens, she curses me. Is there any way to do my job work without getting hurt? Suffering all there is to this wretched life? Yeah, the wretched life. Well, could you tell me instead what's going on around town? You know, any kind of rumors or gossip or something? Before I moved to Krasnoznamenny, I worked as a guard in Paragon. Didn't go too well, but in the 3 weeks I was there, I did save a local scribe from a beetle. Yeah, you heard right, a harmless little beetle. This guy had a phobia of all sort of critters. Afterwards, the bug-fearing guy told me his theory. It's kinda crazy, but still believable. Think about this. Who really won the war? The USSR got obliterated. America and her allies are mostly dust as well. Not even North Korea had the bollocks to claim victory. Armageddon favored only one faction. The Dolphins. What the? Tell me, are there naval fleets deployed anywhere nowadays? Nope. Are there fishermen? Probably, but the boats are much fewer and there's hardly anyone left to feed. Thus the brainiacs of the sea frolic unmolested in the briny deep, just like in ancient times before humans took over the planet. Just before the war, our scientists discovered that these whistling weirdos, the dolphins, possessed surprisingly sophisticated intellects. And now they are free to build their hideous underwater utopia. Underwater cities, underwater power plants, heck, maybe even underwater circuses where captive humans are made to perform for their finny overlords. Wow, what an idea. Thanks for sharing. Another question. Well, I want to report on the gatekeeper. He's extorting money from people. That's a strong accusation. I'm not going to check whether it's true though. What? But there's a wolf in sheep's clothing right in the middle of the militia that's supposed to protect the city. Oh, you told us this, and another guy will tell us that. Generally, I tend not to take people at their word. Easier that way. We'll see. Well, decide for yourself what you're going to do with this information. Another question? Talk. You don't barter, huh? Well then. Yeah, well, look at the time. I gotta go. So. That was fun. That is really fun and weird. So. Saving, and here we do have someone. The armorer. Hello, an aged... Oh, he's got a mustache. An aged, thin, muscular man stands near the counter. He's happily repairing a piece of worn, bloody armor. Upon seeing us, the craftsman widely smiles. Hey there, Roma. Welcome to my little shop. Armor for any kind of taste and any kind of a wallet. From the most simple ones to poor works of armor-smithing art. I can see you're a man who's been to places, so I bet you know the important role of good armor. How can I help you? Hello, yeah, well, you've got a great store here. Can I look at your wares more closely? Okay, well, he does have interesting stuff. And he's got trading level 180. So I think we can actually... How much do we get for, let's say, our knife? Just to check, just 27. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, we are not getting... Oh, we do have the sheath, actually. I thought so, that I saw one. Yeah. Okay, well... Selling to this guy is not making us, is not going to make us rich. This thing here looks interesting though. The headmophone, a mix between a helmet, a hat and a two-way radio, usually worn by tankmen. Yeah, we know that thing, right? From Soviet tankers. It protects the wearer from loud sounds and concussions. And he's got lots of scrap metal. Like, how much is one? 22. That's actually rather normal. And, well, we don't need another duffel bag. Tja. I think we hold on to our stuff with this guy, but it's good to know that he's got some stuff and also some rubles. Excuse me, so hold on, I'll look at your stuff later on. Can we talk? The trader rubs his tired back and gets into a more comfortable position at his stand. It looks like he's a sucker for a good chat. Why not, what's bugging you? Well, how's stuff? How's the trade? It's pretty good, actually. My wares are popular. You can't get anywhere in the wastes without some good armor on you. It could only take one bullet to make you ask for a coffin maker. And my quality is superb. So all the clients I get return to me after a while. I do need to do a lot of repairing though. The trader nods at the armor piece he was repairing earlier. Oh yeah, that doesn't sound like a boring job. Another question. The trader nods in agreement. Tell me about yourself, man. There's a lot that needs telling. I served as an ensign in the army. I was in charge of providing supplies to my division. The job taught me to use my head pretty well. After everything fell, I started trading. Good thing I had a supply to start with. And now here I am in my own store, owning a business that actually keeps me afloat. Wow, must be your true calling if you manage to find success in this field. Another question. The trader nods in agreement, while cows are crying and shouting out in the distance. What's this city all about? How are things in Krasnoznamenny? The trader scratches his nose thoughtfully. Well, it's like it always was. There's corruption, thievery, lies. The top dogs fight for power, the average Joes struggle to survive. The guards rob people blind with bribe money. The mushroom cult is up to some shady schemes. Average life of an average large city. Ah, okay, I see. Care to answer some more questions? The trader nods in agreement. Well, maybe you heard some interesting rumors. There is a story, alright. Some think it's a mere legend. But I know it to be true, since I witnessed it with my own eyes. The trader gets closer to us and lowers his voice to a whisper. Right before the bombs fell, a strange gizmo was brought to the base I served at. Highly secretive stuff. The KGB and even Spetsnaz were all over the place. Me and my men were sent to watch the perimeter. That's when I saw it. Oh, well, what did you see? The trader moves even closer. One of the men they had with them wore a suit that looked somewhat like the one you get to put on for deep-sea diving. A lot of wires and pipes were connected to that thing. First, the guy in the suit just lifted his arms and leg on command. Later, he started jumping up to 3 meters high. But that was only the beginning. He later started breaking lead pipes in his hands as if they were matchsticks. And he crushed bricks in his hands like they were baked from cookie dough. I bet that wasn't even the limit of his abilities, but then there was this flash and the suit caught fire. They extinguished the flame, loaded the thing onto a lorry and drove away. Nobody ever seen the thing since. Wow, wouldn't it be awesome to get to see that suit? Well, maybe sometime, right? Another question? Did you hear any other interesting rumors? No, only about that suit. Just the suit. And it would certainly be interesting to see it again. I would love to sell it here in my shop. Or build it or something. Yeah, okay, that indeed, and well, we would love to get our hands on something like that, right? Well, I think that's all that comes to mind at the moment. See you later, maybe. We are probably buying something, but not right now. By the way, I think there are some raindrops coming through your roof. So, let's carry on. Quick saving. Who's this? Oh, he's the same person. Okay. Have a nice day. And by the way, so does he actually? It's just militiaman. Okay, and this guy. They do have some troops around, huh? We see a tough man, looking calm and collected. His manner and equipment make us think he's a lawman. Oh yeah. Hello, and welcome to sunny Krasnoznamenny, my friend. Are you lost? In a city this big and beautiful, anyone could get lost, at least for a minute. Well, I can tell you, we really like this city. Why is that? Well, I was born and bred in Krasnoznamenny. All my suffering and all my love is here in the stones of the city. That's why I swore to keep it safe, serving as a proud member of the militia. Wow, yeah? That sounds like a good sense for your life. Where can a person get a drink here? The militia member wrinkles his nose in contempt. If you really need to, there will be a full glass waiting for you just about everywhere you go. But let me warn you, I hate drinking and I especially hate drunks. Well, what's your problem with alcohol, buddy? You can tell me. You seem like a stand-up guy. Fine. Listen, my father was a drinker and a fiend. Every night he'd go after my mom and karate chop her in the old hump, knee her in the gut and pile drive her into the floorboards. And when I tried to save her, He'd elbow me right in the kisser every single freaking day. Until Grandpa packed a scattergun full of nails and turned that vicious Reno into a pincushion. Since those days, the smell of spirits on a man makes my hand shake and my eyes see red. Makes me want to serve up some murder right to their face, you know? Torture, flail and debone. God, how I hate them drunks. Okay, well, sorry to hear about your childhood trauma. That is certainly nasty, and I guess this guy got what he deserved. And, well, now we understand you. Another question. I'm all ears. Any juicy rumors around town right now? Abraham, the bookseller, is suffering constant attacks on his couriers. As soon as I get a vacation, I'm going to help him out. Maybe he'll reward me with some rare book when I do. A rare book is much more valuable than money. Wow, more valuable than money? That would have to be quite the book, huh? Another question. Spit it out. The guard at the gate is extorting money from travelers. Yup, he sure is, but what can we do? Our hands are tied, it's a pity. I'd love to weed out troublemakers and thieves like him from the ranks. Well, that's not encouraging. Why are your hands bound? But, yeah, can I ask something else? Yes? But, yeah, actually nothing else comes to mind. See you around, maybe. There's another person here. Oh, a strong, broad-shouldered fellow is pacing to and fro, whistling some old tune and toying with the militia club. We notice as we approach that he was surreptitiously eyeballing us the whole time. Thus the foolish beast cometh straight to the hunter. I mean, how can I help you, comrade? Who's a beast? Me? I'm as innocent as a newborn lamb. The whole team is only doing good. The militiaman shrugs and puts on his innocent face. I don't know what you're talking about, comrade. You accuse me of calling you names when in reality I was just clearing my throat. The sign of a guilty consciousness, indeed. Is there something you wish to confess, comrade? Well, on the contrary, why are you always looking at me? Am I a suspect in some crime? Paranoia most often strikes people worthy of suspicion. Did you want to confess something, comrade? And no, not really, you know. My conscience is clean. Unlike that of your buddy at the gates. Choose your words carefully, comrade. Accusing a lawman of a crime with no evidence is a crime as well. Is that really what you want to do? Oh, brother. Well, can I ask you something else? Ask away and I'll write everything down, just in case. Well, how long's your shift? I bet extreme fatigue is what's behind your paranoia. The militiaman nods and laughs in a phony way. This is so touching, how much you care about my welfare. Or are you actually hoping I will abandon my post to take a nap while you commit some foul crime? I'm right, aren't I? Confess now, comrade, and I'll go slightly easier on you. Yeah, there's nothing to confess. Distrusting people who actually care about you is disrespectful. Have a good day. So, what's this? Oh yeah, that seems to be a building where people live. Lots of beds there. Quick saving. It's this person. A short moustached militiaman is whistling an old tune, spinning his baton round and round as if practicing a dance routine. Upon seeing us, he stops his little song, halts his baton and raises an eyebrow. Well, 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 who do we have here? Someone I don't recognize. Fine, just fine. Take a walk around, get to know the city, but if you step out of line, oh, the things I will do to you. Hey, why are you so suspicious? I haven't done anything wrong. The brain needs time to accumulate knowledge and wisdom, and time is the most crucial commodity here in the Wastes. Take those punks and other junkies we had back in the USSR. We shaved their long, decadent hair, we took their drugs away, and still they pestered us. Nowadays, it's even worse. Wow. Yeah, we can't say much to that, but we noticed that you're spinning that baton like a true pro. How many years in service? The man lets out a satisfied chuckle. Ha ha ha. Only 5. But this is what I was born to do. People like me are worth their weight in gold. When I die, you'll be left with no one but those cowards and slobs I am forced to call my colleagues. Aha, and why are you so suspicious towards the citizenry? The brain needs time to accumulate. Yeah, oh yeah, well, we heard that. So, what's new in town, pal? Will care to share something? The latest gossip comes from my brother in Trudograd, where the popular singer Viktor Gadov got killed sticking his hand into the engine of a running harvester. Now them pesky teens are ruining Trudograd with graffiti. Musical collective FILM is the best, or Gadov's not dead. Vandalism like this doesn't only ruin the city's aesthetics, it spreads fake news. How can he not be dead after sticking his arm into a harvester? Oh, Viktor Gadov dead, Dios mio, I hope my helper Kostya never hears this news, else his heart will break. Well, better to die of heart failure than to become a graffiti artist. Yeah. Well, okay. We are probably of the same opinion, or probably not. But we want to report on the gatekeepers extorting money from people. That guy? Oh yes, he's one bad apple, ruins the reputation of the militia. That's why I always say, when I'm gone, the citizens will be left with nothing but pricks like him. So, you agree that he's a bad guy, but you still refuse to do anything about it? Okay, next question then. So, do you barter anything? No? Well then, thanks for sharing. All in all, I think we should leave. See you later, maybe. Have a nice day. There's someone here. We see a surprisingly decent man in simple but neat and clean clothes. He strolls around whistling under his breath as he sees us. He stretches out his hand with a friendly smile. Ah, Sergei Maslov, veteran. What can I do for you? Oh, well, indeed, what can you do for me? This depends on the event you need me for. In the kindergarten, I can talk about the war. At a reception, entertain the guests. At a merchant guild's party, talk about the importance of teamwork. If you train mercenaries, I can share my combat experience. A man like me will be a gem of any gathering. I don't organize any events. I just wanted to have a chat. But that sounds actually, yeah, sounds interesting. So you are surely an important part of any community. Well, yeah, I'm quite a busy man. Any day now, I'll be giving a talk to the Chamber of Commerce and then teaching the guards some tactical maneuvers. But sure, if you have any truly important questions, I'll answer them gladly. Okay, well, maybe we have a look what you could buy and sell. Or you don't have anything, and you don't want anything, well, then there is no bartering with you. But how's life in Krasnoznamenny? And where do you actually get money apart from your performances? My main source of income is pension. It's hard to believe knowing who I am, but I had to knock on all the doors in the governmental bunker to get it. The Chamber of Commerce had no respect for my great deeds, nor for the great country I represent, but I taught them some respect. So now I have enough for modest living. Well, for everything I need, really. I got you. Are you in the mood for another question? I'm listening. So, how's life in Krasnoznamenny? Well, since I taught the local government respect and sense of duty to the veterans, the country's heroes, my life's got tolerable. My former comrades in arms now try to taint my name, but they conveniently forget it was I who pressed the government to issue pensions for the members of the last war. You are so shrewd. I have another question. I'm listening. What would you say about the political situation, so just in general? I'm a humble old warrior. I'm used to serving people by heroically rebuffing enemy attacks on the battlefield. But as soon as I have a chance, I'll make myself a candidate for entering the Chamber of Commerce. People who govern it now will be the death of us all, later if not sooner. Ah, so you are an aspiring politician too. I have another question. I'm listening. Got any good rumors to share? There's another veteran in the city, but he's not like me. He's more like an anti-veteran, a veteran of the criminal group Death. He's tried to persuade me a couple times that his former cronies are planning an attack on the city. Personally, I don't believe him. A thief and a gangster always remain a thief and a gangster. Okay, well, thanks for sharing that one. And I think we should stop our conversation for now, you know, because I should go, but see you later sometime. Have a nice day, sir. Sir, kind comrade, right? So there's someone else here. Who are you? The tall man in his 30s with a long melancholic face and a rickety back sits in front of us. He looks in the window, languidly gesticulates and cries something out soundlessly from time to time. As he sees us, he smiles shyly and nods. Good day to you, a simple passerby who can turn up to be a rich investor. My name is Guptsov, a poet and a writer. Are you here to talk about my dick? Poet and writer Guptsov stretches out his hand, then changes his mind, raises it to clap us on the shoulder, changes his mind again, and quickly hides it in his pocket. God forbid, I'm just getting acquainted with the locals. I'll be glad to talk to an intelligent person. Well, what have you written? Oh, well, we can't ask. Oh, yeah, that's so funny. Oh, no, here. Can you talk some more? What have you written? What are your famous works? The writer lowers his eyes embarrassedly and picks at the floor with the sole of his shoe. Nothing that has been printed yet, but I have plenty of unfinished stories in my desk. I could have recited some of my poems, but after my public performance the Krasnoznamenny authorities forbade me to do so, and I abide by the law. However, my latest literary work will surely bring me long-deserved fame and glory. That will show them all. Okay, then another question, bookless writer. Please. How do you earn your living? The writer's pale cheeks go pink. Well, I'm not ashamed of my job. I call myself Dirt Fighter. And let me tell you, this is a very important and a very poetic job at that. Especially when you need to clean up after someone's been shot, or a mutant toad has exploded in the middle of the city, or some especially stinking waste has gathered in a public place. Oh, a poet and a cleaner, how romantic. Well, can you answer one more question? Please. What can you say about Krasnoznamenny? Are poets respected here? Respected? Yeah, right. One of my performances was banned for indecency, as if praising the voluptuous body of a big-breasted beauty is more indecent than a prison song those prison songs that are so popular among the local lowlifes. During my second staging, the audience tried to lock me up in a mental asylum, but hey, at least they don't touch me if I don't recite my poems. Yeah, I can see they pay no respect to art here. Can you answer another question? Please. Have you heard anything interesting? Like rumors or anything? What's the point of rumors when there are true facts? It's such an honor that Lenin's incorruptible relics lie here in the suburbs of my native town. I highly recommend visiting his final resting place and listening to a lecture. Oh yeah, thanks for the advice. I think we already did that. And this is probably shedding some light on your mental capabilities as well, huh? Let's have a look what you could barter with us. And we see you are as excellent a trader as we are. And that gives us an opportunity, especially as you do have some rubles, right? Oh no, you have waste paper. That's probably what you wrote about, huh? Well, why not exchanging that one? Maybe for 2 helmets, huh? Why not? Do-it-yourself helmets, 2. Like this, and then we could also give you something interesting. How about a sheave? That way you can cut your paper, right? Where is it? Where is it? There. 12. Yeah, no, then... Yeah, we need to give him the rubles, okay. So like this. Okay, so. Let's change the subject. Well, now let's talk about your dick. Oh, now my new friend won't regret this decision to chat. The thing is, several painful, miserable months ago, a unique commercial idea occurred to me. Wow, and what is it? I will create a series of short stories united by the same arch story that will be coming out once a month. This means people who will want to know what happens next will have to buy a new issue. This will make the work resonant, which will guarantee regular income. So I decided to... We continue listening in silence. The writer's cheeks grow pink. So I decided to write a series of fantastic, erotic, humorous, educational stories about a member of the Communist Party in space, Dick Popov, and his spicy adventures at Space Station Strawberry. Oh, this sounds just terrible, and that means something coming from me. Wait, it's not that simple. Well, it's not the worst idea I've ever heard. This bullshit might actually get quite popular in the Wasteland. Right-hand poet Guptsov gets bright red in the face and lowers his eyes. Yeah, wow, you do have some vivid imagination, huh? 30th century Soviet humans reborn from the ashes of the nuclear apocalypse explore space and meet other sentient beings. Young, strong and well-built Central Committee member Dick Popov flies to Strawberry to represent the interests of the Soviet Earth. But how can a simple red-blooded guy keep the presence of mind like any worthy Soviet citizen should when surrounded by exotic beauties such as blue-skinned Generalissima Liarna Pildak from Ganymede or lascivious Lysora from Venus? Let alone menacing stripper robots from Uranus that appear once in a cycle to seduce men of all civilized races. Yeah, we are just listening in silence and astonishment. Guptsov smoothes out his neat beard dreamily and sighs. Oh. And the strangest thing is, as soon as this idea occurred to me, the editor-in-chief of Shoot to Kill Print House came to town for some business. This publishing house prints hundreds of materials, from survival manuals to fiction. Alas, I failed to persuade him that publishing my stories was a good idea, but if you think my plan is worthy, maybe you could talk to him? He's staying not too far from here, in the hotel. His name is Vladislav Shirenko. Of course, we are bound to help the young talent, this seed that will yield previously unseen literary harvest. Hexogen turns to us and continues his speech in a whisper. Tell him to go screw himself, son. He's a moron. I beg your pardon? I haven't quite caught the last phrase. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. And how exactly did you try to persuade him? Well, he was having lunch there in the courtyard. I ran up to him and said... Writer Guptsov clears his throat and for the umpteenth time goes red. Comrade Shirenko, oink minute for your time. I'm going to make you a pig offer that bears great significance. Just let me persuade you. Yeah, something along these lines. Anyway, it didn't work. What's with all these pig metaphors? How was it supposed to persuade him? Well, someone told me I should include in my speech something original to stand out, and there's a rumor that someone keeps a pig in the Chamber of Commerce bunker. So I thought it would be a good reference. Yeah, now I do think I miscalculated a little. Maybe you'll be more persuasive? A little, yeah, to put it mildly. Okay, well, we'll sort it out for you. Okay. Well, that was fun. So, and then, I think there's someone else there. Oh, and this is like the TV room here, or the guy has a TV in his room. Sensor. Ah, that's... Oh, sensor. Okay, well, we already met the guy. Hey, I made what you want. Let's have a look again. Yeah, you don't have anything else that we want, except for the apple, maybe. But yeah, we don't have to care too much about our vitamins at the moment, at least, so it's fine. Okay, then let's get it off this building, and I think that concludes this part of Krasnoznamenny, the city of Krasnoznamenny. And we will continue next time, my dear fellow survivors of the nuclear apocalypse. And then We remember the overall strategy, right? During this town here, because now we are here anyway, and here with Abraham we got the books. Those we need to bring. That's the map. Oh, we don't have the huge map now, right? Can we actually go? No. But we remember, right? So going to the little village and stuff, where we will need to meet and to... Oh no, and we go to this little fortress, yeah, to tell the lady that the wolves are dead. And then we will organize the defense of the little town, right? So, okay. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts on the game, please share them in the comment section. I'm sure, or I know that I'm not the only one who would appreciate that. And yeah, let's continue next time. I would also appreciate if you click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, so you never ever miss an episode again. See you next time. Bye bye.